Alright, so we just got a hot fix to Fortnite Battle Royale, and they already caved into the pressure once again, and they reverted the turbo build adjustments that we got, what was it, just yesterday? 2 days ago? I can't even remember now. So basically, if you weren't aware, they made a change which basically slowed down the second and every wall thereafter, or whatever structure you were trying to build. So the first build you did would be identical to how it always has been, and then every build after that would be way, way slower. And this resulted in a lot of negative effects, such as not being able to do your 90s, or to waterfall down to save yourself from fall damage, or to even just build up to a mountain, or build a bridge, or build a box, or do anything remotely fast. It would cause some of your structures not to build, some of them not to connect, and it would just cause a lot of issues. Everyone complained. Now, if you saw my video yesterday, I didn't mind the change very much because I can't build to begin with. I'm probably the only player in the world with close to 1,000 wins, including 400 plus solo wins, that can't build to save his life, and I play on Combat Pro. So I didn't mind the changes. It was actually a nice change of pace to me. But, like I said, we've already got the changes reversed. So here's the official word that the Fortnite developers tweeted out, and they posted on Reddit. They said, the turbo build delay adjustments we made yesterday to subsequent structure pieces placed have been changed back to their previous value. Your ability to perform 90s and waterfall should feel exactly the same as it did before yesterday's changes. Then they add the following. We've also added some of the next steps that we mentioned in yesterday's turbo build changes blog. Now when a structure is destroyed, there will be a delay of 0.15 seconds before another structure can be placed in the same location. If 2 or more players attempt to build a structure in the same location at the same time right after a piece has been destroyed, a random roll will now determine which player's structures is placed. With this, we aim to reduce the impact that ping has on taking a wall, as well as mitigate situations where spamming walls in the same location prevents all incoming damage to the defender. Wow, that is a mouthful to read, and I'm going to cover what these changes mean with some examples in Playground. So basically, there's a little bit of RNG involved when you box up and try to hold your wall now, which is good and bad, I think. For the pros, it's going to be absolutely terrible, and I can already see pros complaining about this. Basically, if you're having a hold the wall contest, when someone's trying to break in your box and you're trying to prevent them from coming in, it's going to be completely random, like a rock, paper, scissors, imaginary rock, paper, scissors, to see who gets that wall. And imagine that in a competitive scene where there's money on the line, you can't hide behind your ping now. It's just random. The guy in the box might get the wall. The guy outside the box may get the wall. So let me just show you some of these changes. We're going to hop into a Playground match with 2 of my subscribers. They've been longing to play with me forever. And I'm going to give them a chance to show me what they got. All right, so here we are in Playground. I've got 2 of my subs here. One of them is on PC. I don't know if either of them are good at 90s, but the wolf here claims he is. So we're going to see. Okay, so I'm going to come back on the mic and tell him to do some 90s just to see if it's like it was before the change. All right, Supergirl, go ahead and crank me some 90s. Right. Let's see.
I'm behind you. I'm behind you.
Oh, you're the basketball player? I thought you were the wolf.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what you got. Now, he is on PC, by the way. Does it feel better?
Yeah, it feels a lot better.
Nope.
When I tried to push the talk, I screwed up.
No pressure. Okay, come back down and do them again. Let's see. Actually, can you waterfall as well? Okay, so build back up and then waterfall down so I can see. So obviously I can't do either of these since I'm on Combat Pro. Oh yeah, that looks clean. I don't see any of his walls not connecting like it used to. All right, let's see a waterfall. Oh, that looks pretty good. So it feels good, right? Just like before?
It feels just like before.
Would you say, okay, someone said it's actually faster than before. Can you confirm or deny?
It does feel a lot faster.
Does it really?
Yeah. Oh, okay then.
I was just testing it out. Okay, so now let's test the other thing. So you guys both, let's see, one of you box up, and we're going to see how this works.
Alright, Will, do you want to box up? And I'll try to get in because I'm a PC player.
Okay. Yeah, let's see that. We'll see. Well, now, how are you going to try to get in there? Are you going to try to use your pickaxe, or do you have a weapon?
I don't have a weapon. I can try to use my pickaxe.
Okay, let's see. All right, let's see how this works. Okay, so Will, you try to hold the wall, and from what I read, it should be like basically a rock paper scissors to see who gets it. So who got that one?
Me.
You got that one, and you were trying to hold it in there, Will?
Yeah.
Okay, try again.
Here, switch, Will, switch.
All right, so he's trying to break in. Who got that wall?
I did. Okay, here. I'll hold it down this time. I was clicking first.
Okay. So tell me when he gets one of the walls.
He hasn't got a wall yet. Now we got a wall.
He got it? Okay, so clearly it's working, right? Because that should have been you taking that, right? So what do you think about that? Is that going to screw you up when you try to turtle up now?
No, because when they edit, so like I'm the type of guy that stops holding the wall, and like I hold out my paper, and then as soon as they break the wall, I shoot at their head, so it won't screw me up.
Okay.
As much as it would screw like other players up.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, so as you saw there, you can clearly crank 90s, you can clearly waterfall again. Even though I can't do either of them, it's clearly back. And at the same time, they did a huge change yet again. As we demonstrated, you should be able to take a wall basically, I wouldn't say 50% of the time, but it was pretty noticeable using the pickaxe that if someone's turtled up holding the wall, whereas before they could hold it indefinitely, especially if they had a low ping, now the other player basically has a rock, paper, scissors chance of taking the wall himself. And that could change competitive gameplay. It could change pubs. If you find yourself in a box or your opponent in a box and you want to take his wall, just use your pickaxe. That seemed like the best method to do this. So those are the changes. They were just reverted like less than an hour ago. So if you stop playing Fortnite because of these changes, come on in because they fixed it back. Enough people complained. Enough of the pros were crying hysterically over this change. I'm sorry if you like these changes. Like I said, I didn't mind them, but so many people did. So many people were mad about this that they had to revert. Now they are talking about doing some more modifications to this. So hold your horses because we may be in for another wild ride. I don't know what else they're gonna do, but this is just the start. So far though, they made it better than what it was.